All right, today, random filler content. We're gonna tier rank all the fossil Pokemon. Why? Because they're dinosaurs and dinosaur adjacent things, and I like Pokemon. And it doesn't fit on the other channel where I do most of the Pokemon content, so we're doing it here. Why don't we start at the very beginning with Gen One and Omanite, classic meme Pokemon Omanite, the God Helix and everything. Omanite's pretty great. I think we're gonna go A. Classic design, of course, it's Ammonite. Um, Very great. It evolves into Omastar. I also like Omastar, but I think Omanite's the better design of the two. So I think we'll put Omastar in B. Still solid. I think his little extra tentacles in the back kind of look glued on, like kind of random. His beaky mouth feels weird with like the way like four beak parts coming together with like black gaps in between. It's kind of strange. I just think Omanite is the cleaner design. Kabuto, another absolute classic. He's got the weird little headlight thing going on with like little beady black eyes. I think the eyes are supposed to be the top two, and the red is something else. But to be honest, I don't completely remember. I think out of the two first stages, Omanite's the cleaner design, but they're both very good. Kabuto, of course, like a trilobite or something. I love Kabutops S tier. Listen, I like blade arm Pokemon in Gen 1. So third Kabutops are my boys. I'm easy to please, I guess. Yeah, big fan. Aerodactyl, obviously Pterosaur, similarly S tier, fantastic. And I should say these aren't solely aesthetics; they're also partially biased by just how I like using the Pokemon, stuff like that, memories, whatever. Um, so I like Kabutops a lot more aesthetically. I like Aerodactyl a lot more functionally as a Pokemon in games. So yes, that's the take there. Lilip, of course, a Crinoid. I think this is another fantastic first stager. Uh, so we're gonna put it also in A tier with the other two first stagers here. Cradily though is my favorite. Cradily kicks ass. I just really like it. He looks like a complete shithead with like the way his eyes are set up. He just looks really mad, and I think that's great. Um, yeah, Anorith. Also another fantastic first stager. Gen 1 through Gen 3, they were really hitting it out of the park with the fossils. Um, do I just put these four in the order that they are here in the tier already? I think Anorith I probably like more than Lily, even though I like Cradily so much. Um, yeah, Anorith's a great design, actually. Yeah, I think I'm gonna slide Anorith ahead of Kabuto. I think we'll do that. Armaldo doesn't do nearly as much for me. I think I might put Armaldo ahead of Omastar, but it's not it's not a crazy lead. Gen 4 fossils. I don't like these much. Uh I think out of the four, Rampardos is probably best, followed by Cranidos. And honestly, I don't think Bastiodon and Shieldon do much for me at all. I don't think I can put them in D tier though. I think that's too harsh. I like the concept of like the Chasmosaur, like Ceratopsian with the whole castle aesthetic for the frill. Conceptually, I don't like the execution. I don't like his weird fang teeth. I don't like the extremely like horizontal horns coming off there. And Shieldon similarly is very simplistic. It doesn't do much for me either with this whole shield design for the frill. And then yeah, Cranidos and Rampardos just kind of exist. Um, yeah, these are like our first Pokemon, fossil Pokemon we get that are dinosaurs, and they're by far the worst fossil designs out of the first four gens. Um, and that sucks. Next, Gen 5. So we got Arkin and Tortuga and Caracosta and Archeops, not in proper order. Arkin, Archeops, Tortuga, Caracosta. Um. So, I'm quite fond of Archeops. I think Archeops is S tier, but past the other three. Archon's also very good. I think Archon goes A tier is just like all first stages for whatever reason, but I think we put him there. Tortuga's not bad. It's just an Archelon. It really doesn't do much for me. And Tortuga's definitely better than Caracosta. I definitely prefer like Omastar over Kara. Do I like it? I think I like Caracosta better than Rampardos, just because I like it as a Pokemon. Like maybe it's really hard for me to say, but maybe I like Rampardos' design more than Caracosta. But I hate using Rampardos, and Caracosta is a fine enough Pokemon to use. Then we've got Gen 6 with Tyrant and Tyrantrum. These are pretty good. Tyrantrum is the best dinosaur fossil Pokemon, I think. I think maybe he goes in the middle of S tier. Tyrant is also great. I think I'll put him there. The Amargasaurs don't do much for me. Amora and Aurorus. Part of that is the ice typing is just pretty bad, broadly speaking. I think Aurorus is a pretty good design, though. I think we'll put it here. It loses a lot of points for typing for me. Like, it definitely damages it. And I don't really like the pre-evo. I think it's pretty lackluster. Yeah, that I don't know. Mora doesn't do much for me. Then after Gen 6, we no longer get new regular fossil Pokemon. Gen 7 has none. Gen 8 has these four, which are mishmashed chimeras. So they're playing into the idea of like fossil chimeras, where you have either through accidents you have a jumble of fossils belonging to two different animals and you don't realize it, or through deliberate forgeries where you combine two less interesting fossils together to make a really impressive specimen that you could sell on like the black market for more money. It's a big problem in paleontology, especially with fossils coming out of like China in the last 20 years or something like that. A lot of black market stuff there. I'm not very fond of these. I don't think they're all that interesting. The concept is neat, I guess, but the execution leaves something to be lacking. And it's kind of annoying that we have like half of a raptor Pokemon, half of like a Stegosaurid or something, half of a Donkey, and half of another Plesiosaur. Like, we never get the full Pokemon. Out of these, I definitely have the fondest opinions of Dracovish. I think I would rather use Dracovish over like Shieldon, maybe. But the other three do absolutely nothing for me. I think you're probably the best looking of these, followed by you, and followed by you. I don't even remember these guys' names, to be honest. I forget. So yeah, I guess that's the final tier list. Not too top heavy. I had to practice some discipline there. I think I did. I think I did okay. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think these are my 5 favorite fossil evolutionary lines. I think that's good. Too bad we don't have Mega Aerodactyl on this list. Mega Aerodactyl is D tier. Mega Aerodactyl is top of D tier. I hate Mega Aerodactyl. It's just, oh, we added a bunch of black spikes to Aerodactyl. Get fucked. No good. No good at all. And then I don't think any of these guys have like Gigantamax forms or anything like that. So I think Mega Arrow is the only special form any of these guys get. All right, well, that'll be it for this video. Until next time.